All right, I guess that's where for a second there it was. Thought they had some audio problems. All right, whatever. Okay, well, well, you know how it goes. I'm gonna draw those crazy bitches. Not as well. Okay, now I was going to say, hey, not as crazy as last. No, no. Of course, Susan Smith. I'll get her in there. Normally, I already have the pictures ready to go for me to refer to. But I was hurt. Wow, what's this? Yeah, I was hurriedly setting up this thingamadig, and I had to make sure my extras were ready to go too for when I have to take a break to put this into Photoshop and all that. I had to have the Nelson news and perhaps, but maybe not, that sort of thing. You understand? All the while joining Pat's show with Mr. Kill Everything. All that good stuff, you know? And no one even noticed. I say, because I'm a professional. Sort of. Whoops. All you got to do is hit paste there. Jeez. Oh, man. Oh. Well, we'll get. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot about the politician lady. At least she's all dolled up, you know, and looking nice and stuff. That's something. You know you did wrong, and so what are you gonna do? You're gonna insult the guy's junk and all that crap. You bitch. Anyway, oh, I better make sure this is actually working and everyone can hear. Well, there's no one in the chat. I hope this is working out. I hit that. Huh. All right. I'm going to go with it's for, oh, there's Nodak. Hit the like button. Yeah, listen to Nodak. You can hear me, right? I just wanted to make sure. Let me move that over there so the mic is tried to be as close as possible. Well, might as well get this started. Let me see. Minimize the Photoshop so I can see it. And the chat Pladcore says liked. Thank you, Pladcore. So Susan Smith, as she is today, and oh boy, she broke at least one guy's heart. Oh, wait, this is too big. One guy's heart, and it sounds like he's still heartbroken, but a little more sensible in that he really doesn't want his name associated. You know, you can hear me. Okay, thank you, Nodak. Didn't want his name associated with the child killer. You know, and it's like you're that desperate for Poon that you fucked a child killer. I don't know how the conjugal visits things go. If I mean, I guess you don't have to actually be married. It's just the boyfriend or the girlfriend, whatever, can come in and have relations with the incarcerated individual. So I don't know if any of these dudes actually got to seal the deal. But oh, gee, it's so sad. None of them would stand by her. Oh, boy, just like a man, huh? I mean, I forget it was her aunt or whatever who's still vouching for this disgusting bitch. And, you know, oh, they so wronged her and all that. They just wanted one thing and all this sort of stuff. It's like, she's a child killer. No one cares. And you can make the argument that, golly, these guys are so pathetic, they'll go, you know, fuck this child killer. And yeah, you could make that point. That's what they did. But no, you're not mad at them for that because you're on Team Susan. I guess still holds on to her husband's name. That poor guy. Yeah. And then had the nerve to bust a move on him as she's going to prison. Hey, maybe I can get out and we can get back together. Oh, jeez. It's like, hey, do you think she realized it really came to her that she's a really troubled individual and she committed a great wrong? No. She's just like, damn it, I should have come up with a better story. You know? And she just assumed the police would go for that. I mean, the media tells you that's what they think, that if you immediately accuse a black man of a crime, they will just go grab somebody. And that's it. And some black dude was going to take the fall for this. That was her plan, you know. Well, they didn't believe it. So, it's an interesting take on that narrative, you know, like it's always that way. But no. And of course, you know, there's the reason that this was also something. Had they done that, she would, yeah, that was him. Her fake crying when they were supposedly searching for her kidnapped sons. But, you know, and that, oh, they could have, some poor bastard could have gotten railroaded for that. And, you know, that's true. But her story was so bad, they never believed it. Because, you know, on top of being this psychotic monster, kind of stupid, you know. So yeah, she got caught, but small consolation considering the victims of this are gone, and you can't really do anything about it. But you can leave her in there to rot. She's like, wow, I can't wait to get out and see what this OnlyFans thing is all about. So, and that's the thing, that the rich boyfriend, which was her motive for the killing. You know, he says, look, I don't want to have kids. So that's her motive, because she was hinging on the meal ticket, you know. It's like, damn it, can't seal the deal with this guy because I got 2 kids. So there you go. That was that. But, you know, they come to him and, you know, what was your conversations with her to set up what the motive is and all that. And, holy shit, look, I died. And really, I was just trying to end it because, I don't know, I had weird vibes about her. And then it ends up like that. And you're like, oh, I died. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, it's a tough thing. And you're a divorced single mother, and these guys are wary of you because they're like, well, because that's the thing, because dating a divorced woman with kids is, if she doesn't have kids, it's a totally different matter. It's like, well, you know, but with the kids, you know, I mean, lots of people try, you know, and sometimes it works. A lot of times it works, but uh, the actual father of those kids is always in the picture. When it's just a breakup between two, they didn't have kids, it's a lot more clean. In some instances, that guy never shows up. Then again, there's the deadbeats, who stay gone. And then you kind of had the same situation. He's just nowhere around. And then basically, yeah, you become the daddy uh, to those kids, which becomes an even more noble endeavor on your part. You understand? Because hey, she's not alone anymore, and all that stress and stuff. And well, the kids have a daddy, and turns out fathers are required. You take that element out of the factor, and well, you end up what we have now. Mass insanity, people cutting off their genitalia, dyeing their hair purple, shaving it off. And that's just the fun part. So, yeah, you gotta have daddy around to tell you no. No. No, you can't murder your children because you wanted the rich boyfriend so that you could be lazy for the rest of your life and not have to work. I don't know. I don't know that Susan's dad left. That's another thing. Is always, well, the guy had a trouble or the woman had a troubled childhood, dad left or something like that. And then you got people that their parents stayed together. They were perfectly, for the most part, normal and nice. And you just, you raised a little Michael Myers. You can't explain it. You don't know how the hell that happened. So anyway, yeah, there's really no excuse here. When the board meets within a few hours from now, they should recommend she not get parole. Usually they don't. When the case was, that widespread and known at the time anyway. But then again, I don't know. Just don't know. Well, we'll see how that goes. Dominic, hear you loud and clear, Doug. What a lovely criminal dame we will be drawing to. Oh, what lovely criminal dame. Well, there's Susan Smith. And once again, I actually probably a bit more complimentary. I really didn't capture her at all. But there's my effort, and that's all I'm going to do. That's what you get. Now get back in your hole and get back to rotting. Andy Masterson. Hey, Andy. Andy Masterson is a fellow panelist on Pop Culture Breakdown, the Overlord DVD, a.k.a. Doomcock channel. And we should be doing a show tomorrow. Well, today, rather, in the evening, every Wednesday. Had to skip last week because Doomcock was having some technical problems. But we should do a show, live stream, 7 p.m. Central. And so Andy will be there. And I'm assuming. And the movie that we always review, a movie we liked, or for the most part liked, typically a classic, will be High Noon. So we'll be doing that and discussing whatever shenanigans are afoot, and there are always plenty, and that's more of the entertainment value than the actual films and shows themselves. So check that out later today. Yes. Andy Masterson says conjugal visits should be limited to Bubba. So, Susan, is your name Bubba? Well, no, then you get nothing. Dominic, well, if you vote Democrat, then you can just say she got a late term abortion. Well, boy, yeah, I suppose so. With some of the, if you follow the logic to its insane conclusion. But of course, you have to understand that the concept of logic is a white supremacist, patriarchal social construct. So you can't do that. Andy Masterson again. She could have said her kid had evidence that would have led to the arrest and conviction of Hillary. Oh, yes. But again, like I said, besides being nuts, she's also rather stupid. Andy Masterson, I wonder if women treat child killers like the men do in prison. Well, apparently not. She looks healthy, older, but that's it. Horizon Black, to be fair, kids are a pain. Well, come on. Jeez Louise. It can't be that much of a pain. Besides, it wasn't that. It was the money from the boyfriend. That's it. Didn't seem to have much of a problem with him otherwise. She was like, well, I want the rich boyfriend. Dominic, Susan looks like she just lost an election. See if they paroled her. Maybe she could run for something. Andy Masterson, great work as always, my friend. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Andy does all these cool action figures that he makes himself and all that. He made one for me for my Night character. The coolest thing ever. And of course, who should Night look like? He looks like me. So that's why on my Twitter, my AVI is the head from that. So thanks again, Andy, for the Night action figure. Nodak123, I think if you murder your children, you should have your conjugal visits revoked. To be fair. Yeah. You certainly shouldn't be eligible for parole. There was no accident here or any kind of thing like that or whatever. There's certain elements of crazy. She was not insane. She's just evil. And she shouldn't be let out. And I don't know, put her to work. Remember in the old days, they got on chain gangs and had to pound rocks and stuff. Yeah, at least. Of course, there's death penalty. You couldn't do that. See, it'd all be over by now. Plaidcore, such an odd occurrence. You mean conjugal visits? Or just the idea that she's eligible for parole? Something like that. Nodak123, make license plates. Well, I think they still do that. Yeah. But I don't know. Some of them might actually, I'm actually proud of my license plate. I'm looking forward to it because I got, nothing else to do. Oh, well, but then again, they might even start to liking banging rocks in the quarry. So what are you going to do? Dominic, if you murder your children, you shouldn't be allowed to see them again. Well, yeah, that's kind of part of the deal, Plaidcore, killing your kid. Oh, you mean the odd occurrence? Yes. Well, yeah. But that's evil for you, Evil does things like that. Don't try to explain it. Just punish it. And better yet, destroy it. But, well, they didn't do that. They gave her life, and it should mean that, It's just like, oh, I don't know about the death penalty. Let's just do a life sentence. Which, there again, you're forcing the children's father, his tax dollars. He's forced to feed this bitch for the rest of her days. Yeah. You ever think of that? That's a factor too. But I mean, child killing. This ain't no manslaughter or any of that crap. Oh no. This was murder. So anyway, there's the worst of this batch, easily, of our fucked up femme fatale. Well, that's a bit. Probably shouldn't even use. Just stick with the crazy bitches, you know. It's a film noir characterization, you know. Anyway, that's Susan. And no, no one should be able to get anywhere near your sushi other than to kick you in it. Oh, wait, that's probably too much. Well, fuck it. Good enough. All right, we'll switch to our next contestant. Oh, maybe. Well, all right, I'll go to the. Well, maybe I shouldn't put her on the same page. Let me see here. Um, oh yeah, crazy drunk. Just the crazy drunk. She doesn't. Okay, I'll keep Susan to herself because she's really evil. This was damn, I'm already forgetting her name. I think her last name was Schneider. Uh, really happy about taking the police on a joyride through Texas. Probably not so happy about it now, but once she had the hangover and all that, I don't know. She was telling everybody, "I'm back, bitches," and then she wasn't back as she had to go to jail. Unless, I mean, odds are she's been in there before, so I guess she can go into the jail. I'm back, bitches. Haha, yeah. So it could be that. In which case, okay, she's accurate. I can't argue with that. Eh, I do strive to get the hair accurate. It's a bit of a mess. But there was a shot of her holding her drink as she's driving around like the crazy drunk she is. Yeah. Not trying to conceal anything. Just like, yeah, I'm drunk. Smashed up someone else's vehicle, smashed into the cruiser, shoved another car out of the way to escape the police car. Um, just having a good old time, you know. And I mean, I guess maybe had some amount of insight in that. Well, I'm already screwed, so I might as well, kind of go out in a blaze of glory. At least, it wasn't blazing. She didn't start a fire with the creesh, you know. Ah, geez, I mean, this is making her look more monstrous than I intended. I mean, you can kind of make out her teeth coming through this grin. And her bottom lip appears to be thinner than the top one. Anyway, it's a caricature, you understand. Its exaggeration is to be expected. Yeah, yes. All right. There we go. Miss Snyder. Suppose I put her stats on the side, you know. Hey, I think she's single, huh? Yeah. Uh, Currently doesn't have a vehicle or a driver's license, um, or a job. So, but if those things are largely irrelevant to you, then hey, again, I think she's single. If not, she soon will be. And drunk on wine. There's a lot of women just, man, they love wine. I mean, a lot of people do, you know, but it's quite the thing. Used to have quite a bit of wine selection at the store. Still have some, but not quite like it used to be. And you can see the disappointment in some come in. They don't end up doing this, so that you know, and certainly not like last night's character who murdered, I guess, her boyfriend. Um, I mean, she'd agreed to go with him, and then she comes up with this story that he was kidnapping her or something. It doesn't ring true. Uh, I suspect there's more details about that one. But anyway, killed him outside the winery. She wanted to go to the winery. Yeah. She ended his life somewhere that was important to her. The winery. There we go. Well, didn't really capture her here either, but good enough. I'll let it sit and dry the ink for a bit. Let's see. Great work. And yeah, no deck 1, 2, 3. I think if you murder, I did that one. Play. Yeah. I did all of these. No deck 1, 2, 3. Kid murder, I guess. KD and yeah. Plaid core truth. No deck 1, 2, 3. That could be her plate. Kid. Oh, okay. Yeah. That would be her license plate. But hopefully she will not need one, as she will remain incarcerated where she belongs. Well, she belongs in the ground, but you know. Dominic, when you stick your member in a woman, it's meant to create children, not destroy them. Yeah, unfortunately, people find a way. Dominic, Doug, do you ever send your portraits to the criminals as gifts? Just for the story, it would be pretty funny to do, but I don't want to be attached to any of these psychos. It's like, hi, I saw your image, your mugshot in a news article about your horrific crime, and I did a portrait of you. What do you think? Plaidcore hair is on point. Well, I agree with you. I think I did capture her hair. So, yeah, that's true. Did a pretty good job on that one. Swift -1. Is that like, like Godzilla's? Yes, the person, still turquoise waving person. That's right. That's what the turquoise person does. They wave. All right, now let me erase the pencil off of Miss Snyder here. And I say that both because I don't know her personally and I don't have the privileges of using her first name, you understand, but also because I just can't remember her first name. Just like a man, huh? Yeah, yeah. Oops. Is this one out of it? No, there it is. I guess do that to keep it wispy. I'm just free and wispy in the wind. Yeah, bitches. I just go where the wind takes me. Yeah. To the county lockup. You're a drunk. There you go. Now I think I'll draw the other drunk. Who is a politician in Chicago? Yeah, commissioner. I don't know, something to do with Texas. Forget. And apparently has been in the political scene for 30 years, I think they said. But well, she was driving stupidly, got pulled over by state police. Drunk as a skunk, you know. So then the officer said, well, you're driving intoxicated, so we're going to have to run you in and all that. So first she was like going for the, you have the right to remain silent, So I want a lawyer. Okay, fair enough. But she didn't shut up. So, that kind of violates the deal because she was irritated that the cops were, following the law. They have an intoxicated person here driving under the influence. So they have to process this. So she's decided to pepper him with questions about how small is his dick, seemingly suggesting that he's only doing this because he's upset about his small penis and decided to use this as an opportunity to take it out on this poor woman who's just minding her own business and compensating for his lack of sexual prowess due to his diminutive member. Either that or she was really curious about it. But she just couldn't come up with a clever enough put down, and especially since she was definitely in the wrong. So had to do the attack his pee-pee, I'm going to attack your pee-pee. Not in the good way. I'm going to say you have a small pee-pee. Yeah, it kind of is. But hey, it works. But, she still had to go to jail, she bonded out, but then instead of calling her a lawyer, she wanted to call one of her political friends and try to pull some rank over the police officer. Do you know who I am? And that kind of thing. And well, it wasn't quoted as saying it, but it's the same move, And so, and then the guy's like, look, you need to actually get a lawyer. I'm not a criminal lawyer. So he referred her to a guy who actually, can do the case. But she was thinking, like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on, let's screw this officer over and teach him a lesson. And like, no, stupid, you're drunk. And you got to have a certain cachet, and people have to owe you favors and that kind of thing. So she wasn't in that position. You if she had been, then yeah, those cops are so screwed, which is wrong. But you know, she's like, I'm a Democrat in a blue state. You better watch yourself, buddy. But yeah, you're not there yet. You don't have that cachet. Uh, I don't know. She's got, man, this is two different earrings. This one's got some kind of like, what do you call those things? Wind chimes? I don't know. Um, Geez, could this derail their career? I don't know, probably not. The main thing that derails it is, you know, her response to it. And she just, crap, you got me. Then she could try to turn it into a win by, I struggled with alcohol. But she probably really didn't. She just got drunk one night, wasn't thinking. And it could have gone really bad, of course, but well, it didn't. The cops caught her. And you can turn around like that. I am so grateful for the officers because they did the right thing. And oh, have I had an epiphany and open up about how I need to get on the right path and all this stuff. And turning around like that still might, but the problem is her immediate initial reaction, granted, while still intoxicated, was to lash out and make fun of a man's pee pee. And that's it. It's amazing how quick it is for some people to regress to, infantilized positions. But such is the world. But of course, no one grows up anymore. That's who's running the country. People like that. Infantilized psychopaths who took over the asylum. Yeah. But now Trump is coming. Yay, daddy's home. Do, 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 do. All that. So, there we go. Here's some some amount of definition for her Hawa. But she is in the state of Illinois. She is a Democrat. She probably can survive this. But the real serious problem is that immediate elitist snobbery is her reaction. And she knew damn good and well she was wrong, even while intoxicated. There we go. And now, back to the chat. Yeah. Dominic, you should at least send these women your portrait of Bill Schultz. Yeah, but it's like, it's like Bill Schultz. Like, what is this? Lugs McGurkin, classic case, found guilty of driving while woman. Uh-oh. Dominic, they say when you point at a man's pee-pee, 3 more fingers are pointing back at your own pee-pee. Dominic, which is why I only praise pee-pees. Dominic, nice pee-pee, Doug. Why, thank you. Spurg Snakes. Good evening. Good evening, Spurg. Hopefully that was enough time for the ink to dry. Or just get the pencil lines out, honey. Just wait. We're going to make you beautiful. There we go. Two drunken biatches. Which one do you think is the greater offender? Pum, pum, pum. Well, the second one here was expected to be way more responsible and adult than the other. And yet, Miss Schneider, she didn't talk about PPs or nothing. So, But still, she did lead them on the chase and did a lot more damage. But we'll let the courts decide all that shizness. All right. Oh. Well, you think you get it all, and then suddenly realize you don't. All right. And there we have it. She can turn it around soon. I speak from experience. I know about the horrors of drinking and driving because I've done it. Now, wait a minute. All right. on to our final two, who should remain together because, well, I suspect they're in love. Uh, although now one says, hey, we only moved in with her because I'm homeless. I had to do it. But I guess it wasn't quite all that much of a paradise, as she called the cops on the other broad, saying she was abusing the children, which she was. But then the kid said, well, yeah, but mom beat us too. So it's like, damn it. So now they're both locked up. Well, the story goes this younger broad, Miss Chubbs here, well, she actually has a place to stay. And the biological mother of 3 children, well, she didn't. And so Chubbs said, yeah, you can move into my place. And hey, it's rent free, but not really free, you know? You get what I'm saying here? So that was the deal. Plus, the kids could, be the slave labor for the usual crap, take the trash out, stuff like that. Well, the kids didn't do a good enough job or some such nonsense, and so she beat the crap out of them. Officers could clearly see the bruises and welts on the 3 boys, the oldest of which was 12. The second one was 7, I believe, and the youngest 4. So, but I have to wonder if the fact that they were, all boys also played in it. Stupid males. So, a sad end that could have been this beautiful alternative family, paradise, if you will. It somehow collapsed into hell and betrayal, and they turned on one another, But then again, it's kind of like maybe the other one just wasn't really into the other team, but felt she had to. I don't know. Only for the stay. And now you got to go to prison, probably. I mean, because depending on how bad the abuse charges can get, it sounds pretty rotten already. So you're you're gonna get tossed around for the smokes and whatnot in the lockup. So wow, you really didn't solve anything, did you? Oh well. No mention of grandparents or anything. Obviously, no mention of the father. So, as on, who knows what happens to the kids? But these idiots were beating them. So, now in the headline, it said that they were beaten with a spiked belt. But later on in the story, it seems like the stories, for the most part, flowed together between the 3 boys, but it sounded like one of them was whipped with a spiked switch. So I don't know if that means uh, maybe a stick that had thorns in it that made the spikes, or an actual element that was purposely had spikes in it. I don't know. So they the initial beating that got the police involved was because kids were supposed to do some chores, and they were beaten because new mommy said they didn't do a good enough job to her satisfaction. Now, they were supposed to take a mattress and put it outside, and then I think do the dishes. And one of them said, well, we ran out of soap, so I didn't finish. And so he got beaten for that. I don't know how he was supposed to finish it without soap, I guess. I mean, if he had just, well, I just used hot water on it and put it up, well, that's not really clean, is it? So he'd probably get beaten. He's damned if you do and damned if you don't. I don't know. There was a couch they were supposed to move. I mean, maybe the 12-year-old could, depending on the size of it. I don't know. But it seems like we're setting them up for failure so that they get whipped no matter what. Oh well. Sometimes it's just really hard, you know. Try to find love, you try to make a family, and you get irritated, so you whip out the old spiked belt. She's sitting over here like, man, the things you do for homeless people. And this is the thanks I get. I'm giving you a roof over your head. And I expected that mattress to be out in the yard along with that crappy old couch. The dish is done. I don't want to hear about there's no soap. Sick of your excuses. I gave you a roof over your heads. So get up against the wall. It's time for the beating. Apparently, that's how that goes. Because, hey, she gave them a roof over their heads. And she decided they didn't live up to their part of the deal. So she gets to beat you. It's in the fine print. But of course, only the 12-year-old might be able to read well enough to understand that. So, not entirely fair. Oh. Meanwhile, the mother is like, I gotta have sex with a lesbian, you bastards. I did it all for you. So then she takes her frustration out on him as well. Maybe saw her chance. Hey, I can get rid of this nasty broad, like blaming her for child abuse. Ha ha, I got you now. And but she still wouldn't have been able to keep the property, I wouldn't think. But anyway, But then the kids are like, well, mama beats us too. Oh, shit. So now she's got to go to prison. Ah, damn it. Well, I don't know what exactly sentence she'll get. But for the moment, locked up, you know. Because the whole time she's sitting there thinking, geez, no good deed goes unpunished. The world just isn't fair. No, no. Well, they gave her a jail jumpsuit that doesn't appear to fit. Well, you know, it's what they had on short notice. So, I don't know. She's got this mess of hair on top with some crappy coloring in it. There we go. Okay. Now to see geez. Man, where was I? There I am. Ezra Goldstein, hail Andy Masterson, Spurg Snakes. We build monuments to P.P. Washington's is a little smaller than Clinton's monument, I hear. Dominic, it's a toss-up between the child killer and the PP pointer on who's the worst person. Wow. So, is it really that tough? A. Thompson, hey, Doug, can you sum up what these beautiful women did? I missed it. Well, we revisited Susan Smith, who wants parole and is going to the hearing today, later on. The other two were drunken idiots. One led the police on a chase through a couple of counties and smashed up a car, bashed into a squad car, and while holding her drink for everyone to see, and was really proud of the whole thing. The other one was a politician in Illinois who, after getting busted for driving while under the influence, proceeded to ask the police officer just how small was his penis. So there you go. You're caught up. These two, which actually were a late addition. One of them, the actual mother here, was homeless with her 3 kids, and so this woman let them live with her, provided the kids performed chores, and their mother, you know, and the kids weren't very good at the chores in her opinion, so she beat the crap out of them. But then so did mom too. But mom called the police on her, but then the kids said, well, mom beats us too. So they're both locked up in county, wondering where did it all go wrong. There you go. You're all caught up. Dominic, there was a woman who murdered her children, and another woman. Okay. and another woman got drunk and laughed at a guy's pee-pee. Yes, there. That summed it up a lot
lot faster than I did. Spurg Snakes. Doug, did you ever read Old Mad Magazine? Yes, I did. Both you and Tass have that style to me. Yeah, I was heavily influenced by Mort Drucker and Angelo Torres of Mad Magazine when they did their movie and television parodies. Dominic and some other broad decided it was a good idea to drive after knowingly being a woman. uh, Spurg Snakes. Unreal, Dom. Dominic, we are cleaning up crime, Snake. One portrait at a time. Spurg Snakes. 07. Nodak 123. How could these three even move a mattress outside, especially 3 kids 12 and under? Mattresses nowadays are heavy as shit. Good Lord. It's like hauling a sack of shit outside. Spurg Snakes. Wow. Hey, Thompson, why is Doug so anti-women? I'm not. I'm doing beautiful portraits of even these criminal women. It's always female crime. Maybe the nefarious satellite man is actually satellite woman. I can move on to other stuff, but we came up with this bitch you are crazy segment that Pat Dixon really enjoys. So I collect these stories to read for the show, and then I figured, hey, I'll draw their mugshots as the follow-up. So there you go. Dominic, to be fair, one of the chores was to pick the spikes out of the switch. Jeez. Hey, Thompson, make sense. It's a satellite woman attacking a man's penis from her satellite in space. I'll zap you in the penis for kicking me in the sushi. Dominic can't even get 12-year-olds to move couches anymore. I know. Look what happened here, you know. Nodak 123, Mimi Bobek from the Drew Carey Show is on the left. Just needs the blue eyeshadow. Yeah. Hey, Thompson. Susan Smith. She drove her car into a lake and blamed a black dude. Yes, that was her story. They didn't believe it. A. Thompson. Sometimes kids need to be beat. Well, but with spikes. Spurg Snakes 07 is a salute. 07, Doug. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Spurg Snakes. All right, let me take the pencil out and touch up where I need to. There we go. And of course, the bio mother here of our lovely couple, who, you know, they're just having a rough patch. I'm sure they'll find a way to smooth that out. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. In to the waste basket. Yes. Yes. All things that are wasteful will go to the waste basket. There's that. That. Yeah, she did have some thick eyebrows. Yeah, where's my other? Oh, it's way over there. Damn it. What a time to be so close and yet so far away. She's sitting there. Yeah, mom and dad were right. I should have got a job. I should not have dated that asshole who left me with 3 kids.
Then I hooked up with a lesbian and tried to get her in trouble and got myself arrested because somehow I just didn't think the kids would mention that I beat them too, you know? Like, geez, there's just no loyalty anymore. I don't know which one of them need. I mean, I'm assuming it's the woman who actually owns the property or pays the rent, whatever, who wanted, you know, the furniture moved and the mattress and all that. Maybe the other one say, "Look, I'm tired of doing the dishes. You do them." Why are you so tired? All you ever do is spend time in the bedroom. You know, yeah, shut up. Yeah. Yeah, that was her chore. Unless you can pay the rent, well, you know what you got to do. Anyway, there we go. Oh, no, we don't. Gotta, there. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what she said to her. Is, well, I don't have any money. I can't pay rent. Oh, I'll think of something. You know. Eh, eh, eh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you knew what this was. All right. Whoops. Almost fell off the damn screen there. There they are. Oh, boy. They're all ready for their makeup, you know. And we'll get to that soon. A few more chats here. Hey, Thompson, Satellite Women is Tony Chase's Felicia, except now she has a job at the Satellite Command. Good Lord. That's just a nightmare. Spurg Snakes, Tony Chase is a fun watch. He is not gay. Dominic, I wonder if all these women are in jail drawing Doug. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? But see, that's the problem. See, if I did send them the portraits, they'd find out where it came from. And then, yeah, I don't want that. But then they'd be sending me all their portraits of me, you know. Oh, well, you don't want that around. You really don't. Okay. I switched to my studio. And let's see. Good Lord, this is particularly long. Maybe I won't run all of them. But anyway, as usual, this is the part where I take a break. Actually, I got to set up the scanner, scan this stuff in, and have the Photoshop ready to go. And then we'll put the color to these lovely portraits of, oh my goodness, our girls for the night. That's right. So first, though, here's Nelson News. And, of course, I need to stipulate Nelson News. This is from Tweety. So pretty old, but still fun little tales for you to enjoy. This is a Nelson News Bulletin. Man pulls gun on Walgreens customer for not wearing face mask. Hello, I'm Mr. Nelson. The Bridgewater Police Department arrested an East Bridgewater man after he allegedly pulled a gun on another man during an argument over the victim not wearing a face mask inside a store. Todd Goulston, 59, was charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, disorderly conduct, and disturbing the peace. At around 5:20 p.m., Bridgewater police responded to a call from the manager at a Walgreens pharmacy for Central Square for a report of two men arguing inside the store about one of the men not wearing a face mask. The argument continued into the parking lot where one of the men, later identified as Goulston, allegedly pulled out a gun from his vehicle and pointed it at the other man, who had not been wearing a face mask in the store. Goulston then got in his vehicle and left the scene.
The victim, a 30-year-old Alvington man, was not injured in the incident. Through the subsequent investigation, police identified Goulston and arrested him a short time later at his home with the assistance of the East Bridgewater Police Department. After being placed into custody, Goulston complained of a medical issue and was transported to a local hospital. His license to carry a firearm and firearms from his home were seized by police. In these trying times, it seems we have reached a lack of civility in the social discourse over what exactly to do. So we turn to commentary from our panel, Red Neckerton and Lefty Turdington. Red, what would be your advice on this scenario?
Everyone should mind their own goddamn business and get on with what they're doing.
Oh my God!
Lefty, you disagree?
It's not just disagreeing. I think you're both missing the point here that justice was not served, as both men should have been charged with a crime.
But Lefty, how so? I mean, only one of the men was armed in this scenario.
Yes, one of them was armed with a gun, and he should be ashamed of himself. Guns are never the answer. But the other one was armed, possibly, with his deadly germs. And he refused to mask himself, so screw him.
Once again, thank you, gentlemen, for well-rounded commentary. This has been a Nelson News Bulletin.
They're all right. My God. They're out of sight. So stop being gay. Open up your wallet.
Don't forget to send Pat a comment, ask a question, or even request a song. You can do it all through Super Tips and sound glorious through AI voices like mine.
Or better yet, my voice. Imagine me chatting up Pat or singing a beloved tune for Pat to play for you fine folks. Well, you don't have to imagine it, because thanks to Super Tips, it can be a reality. Thanks, Melton.
Super tips. They're super tips.
Is there a ginormous death worm lurking within the Gobi Desert? Perhaps, but maybe not. It sounds like a fantastic, lethal creature that might be found in a 1950s pulp science fiction novel. But some people believe that a large, deadly worm-like creature called the Mongolian death worm exists in the Gobi Desert. According to British biologist Carl Schuker in his book The Unexplained, an illustrated guide to the world's paranormal mysteries,
one of the world's most sensational creatures may be concealed amid the sands of the southern Gobi Desert. It is said to resemble a large, fat worm, up to 1 meter,
3 feet,
long and dark red in color, with spike-like projections at both ends. It spends much of its time hidden beneath the desert sands, but whenever one is spotted lying on the surface, it is scrupulously avoided by the locals.
According to legend, the dreaded Mongolian death worm, which local people called Olgoi Korkoi, or loosely translated, large intestine worm, has lived up to its name. It can kill in several fearsome ways, including spitting a stream of corrosive venom that is lethal to anything it hits. And if that doesn't do the trick, it is said to be able to electrocute its victims from a distance. Rarely seen and never photographed, it was mentioned in a 1926 book by paleontologist Roy Chapman Andrews, who didn't believe in the animal's existence but noted that stories of it circulated in Mongolia. Despite, or perhaps because of, the creature's fearsome name, many intrepid explorers have set out into the Gobi Desert seeking the beast. Numerous organized expeditions and searches have been made over the years by both independent researchers and in conjunction with television shows. Despite extensive searches, eyewitness interviews, and even setting traps for the beast, all have come back empty-handed. Many of those who believe in the creature acknowledge that there is no hard evidence of his existence, but instead believe that legends and stories of them must have some basis in historical truth. The descriptions, mostly second and third-hand stories, from different places and times are too similar, they believe, to be anything but independent eyewitness reports. From a folkloric perspective, however, this is simply a sign that legends and stories of the death worm have spread throughout the region as commonly happens through trade and travel. Many people around the world can offer very similar descriptions of dragons, leprechauns, mermaids, and other fantastic, presumably non-existent creatures. Not from personal experience, but from hearing about them from others. So, is there a real animal behind the stories and legends? It seems doubtful, compared to the North American Bigfoot or the Himalayan Yeti, for which there are dozens or hundreds of alleged footprints, photographs, for example. There is virtually no evidence of the death worm's existence. Consider also that no live or dead ones have been found. Every other creature known to exist has left behind a dead body or skeleton. In fact, the Gobi would likely preserve carcasses of the animal, due to the relative lack of predators and the hot desert winds that slow decomposition. Inhabitants of the Gobi are aware of the global interest in their mystery monster, as well as offers of rich rewards for one of the creatures, live or dead. And if one was found, it would surely come to light. A zoological perspective may help us sort fact from fiction in the legend of the Mongolian death worm. First of all, we should not be misled by the worm in its name. That's an English translation. The creature, if it exists in the inhospitable Gobi Desert, could not be a soft, fleshy worm. Instead, it is likely a type of snake or legless lizard. This also means it would be a vertebrate animal with a spine that would presumably be found by searchers. A variety of explanations have been offered for the animal, including perhaps a misidentified or new species of snake. The consensus among researchers such as Schuker and author Richard Freeman is that the Mongolian death worm likely does not exist, and the belief is instead based upon sightings of either a type of limbless reptile known as a worm lizard, which resembles a large worm, burrows underground, and can reach several feet in length, or a type of sand boa snake. Of course, not all the characteristics of the worm lizard or sand boa are a perfect match for the death worm. For example, terrestrial snakes can't deliver lethal electric shocks the way that electric eels, which are actually fish, not eels, for example, can. For that matter, several venomous snakes, primarily cobras and vipers, can spit poison, which, although not acidic, can certainly cause harm and blindness. Yet these reputed characteristics are based not on hard data, but myths and stories. Some accounts of the death worm can claim that its venomous spittle can corrode metal instantly, which is physically impossible. With allowances made for the exaggeration found in rumor, legend, and folklore, the worm lizard or a sand snake seem likely candidates. So, is there a giant, lethal, worm-like creature stalking the Gobi Desert? Perhaps, but maybe not.
They're super tippy. They're alright. My God.
Don't forget to send Pat a comment, ask a question, or even request a song. You can do it all through Super Tips and sound glorious through AI voices like mine.
Or better yet, my voice. Imagine me chatting up Pat or singing a beloved tune for Pat to play for you fine folks. Well, you don't have to imagine it because thanks to Super Tips, it can be a reality. Thanks, Melton.
Super tips. That's super tips.
I only play that because I'm proud of it. Obviously, I'm not on Super Tips, so. But hey, look, help out Pat Dixon. I don't know how that. I guess if you could send it any time, and maybe he would have a backlog of them. He could play them on his next show. I'd be interesting to see if that's how it works. But anyway, let's see. There we are. For we're going to put some color to Miss Smith. Okay, so is that almost like a blue? Maybe that one? Yeah, I think so. Put that. Oh, wow, look at that. It just goes right into place. All right, well, that was easy. This should go as smooth as can be. It won't. I'll put the layer over there. Wait a minute. That rhymed. I put the layer over there because I just feel that's where it belongs. I'm obviously stealing a melody. Yes, I'm stealing a melody from the Eagles. All right. If it was all connected enough, I could just drop the whole color in, but because man, she's kind of orange. They allow faux tan in the prisons? I don't know. They have tanning beds. Yeah, in some states it wouldn't surprise me. It's like, is there like a pool and billiards and all that? But yeah, she had some guys that would write her letters and stuff. And like I said, they had women that would send Charles Manson letters and all that. And then, of course, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, they had these dumb broads. And he kind of looks like Jim Morrison. And that kind of stuff. And it was just like, my God. And then now there's dudes who do it too. But I guess that's the plastics in the bottles and stuff. That's feminizing men. That's at least they aren't becoming women, but kinda. I just want to be a lesbian so bad. I'm in love with a child murderer in a women's prison. Yeah, but the closer it became, is it possible she could actually be paroled? Suddenly they all just, yeah, no, I don't want, no. Don't want any part of this. So they just took advantage of this poor child murdering bitch. There's just some things, that you really just are never going to get any redemption for. And what she did's one of them, you know. Oh, damn it. I did that on the same layer. What an idiot. So now I got to go ahead. Redo that. It's not like she dyed her hair gray, you know, and the dye is running off onto her skin. No, she's going gray. Yeah. That's really the least of the problems with her, you know. I would think so. And I do. Oops. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. She's diseased. Or no, this is how she really is. It's her soul. Ah. Oh, I apologize. That was scary. Oh. Oh, boy. Maybe those guys got a look at that, you know, and they're, whoa. Hey guys, can you come to my parole or send letters saying, hey, I'm really cool and stuff? And they're like, ah, but then they saw her true self. I mean, if I send one of those letters, she might actually get out. Yeah, and then she's like gonna need a place to stay, so she's gonna hit you up, you know. Oh shit. And yeah, your wife's gonna find out. Yeah. She's gonna notice that. Honey, what's Susan Smith doing living in our home? Well, I'm counseling her. I believe everyone deserves a second chance. Yeah, I don't. Oh. Well, And then she's like, well, I only came because of the letters. Letters? Yeah. That might have been one of the situations. Whoops. I mean, there's been a lot of like, you know, women in prison movies where, you know, they all get naked in the shower and get in fights, and you got naked women wrestling and stuff. And then of course the lesbian warden, she has her way with, you know, the chicks that wrongfully accused and sent away and all that sort of stuff. But now she's got to service the warrant. Pum, pum, pum. And stuff like that, you know. So I don't know. Does that develop a fetish for some of these guys? Wow, you're in prison. You're trapped. Yeah. It's really hot. So maybe it's that, you know. But then it gets serious when she might get out, you know. So everybody, ew, you were writing love letters to a child murderer, you know. It's like, oh, yeah, that's not going to sound good, is it? Of course, there was that one who just said, well, I didn't know there were other guys that she was getting letters from. And I was so hurt. Uh-huh. Well, you probably dodged the bullet there. I mean, if there's really any shot of her getting out, I don't know, but I guess we'll find out soon, you know. I mean, I guess the hearing is tomorrow. We won't find anything out. Anyway, there's cartoon Susan Smith. How about that? Huh? Great. All right. Now this joyride lady. Hey, there's a name. Her name is Joy. Joy Rider. She was a joy rider, a wine drinking skank. She led the po-po across 2 counties. They got pissed. She went to jail. And here. Now, don't make my hair look like a haystack. Okay. There. We'll use the lair. Oh yeah, I should say stuff. So yeah, she's the one who wrecked some cars, smashed up a cruiser of our 2 drunks here. But as far as I know, she did not insult the officer's manhood. I mean, for whatever reason, she probably just didn't think of it. But she was like really happy and laughing. You know, she was having a good old time, so she wasn't really upset. And seemed quite proud with her little reckless driving spree. And so, I mean, later on, she probably, oh, damn it. What the fuck was I thinking? Or maybe not. But either way, she wasn't a total bitch about it all. I mean, the guy who got his vehicle damaged will beg to differ, I'm sure, and that's understandable. And I'm sure some of the officers are pretty irritated, especially the one who got rammed by her. Well, there had to be quite a few kind of smirking, you know. But of the 2 drunks, she comes out the more charming of the 2, just for that alone. You know, she just wasn't insulting. Sure, she's in the wrong. Don't get me wrong, she's wrong. But again, she was not really insulting. See, I don't know that she told the guy whose vehicle she damaged that you should be embarrassed for driving that piece of shit, something like that, you know. But no, she didn't. So at least it wasn't reported that she did. And she was just trying to keep this going, you know. She was having such a good time that she rammed into this guy's vehicle to get it out of the way so that she could keep on trucking. And you know, I'm sure he did not appreciate that, but that's all she was trying to do. You know, it's nothing personal. It's just well, circumstantial, you know. Managed to hold her drink the whole time, though. You know, I mean, maybe it spilled everywhere. I don't know. They didn't say, but she was hanging on to it, manning the steering wheel with only one hand. Just the big old smile on her face. Probably one of the happiest days of her life. Yeah. It's too bad that things like that is what makes one happy, you know. And I suppose that would be her stories. Like, look, I just needed a me day, you know? One of those days where I don't care about nothing else but me. Just one day, huh? I don't think so. But anyway, that's what she did. Yeah, Honor, come on. She's just blowing off some steam, you know? I don't know, some relationship ended or some crap like that. And she's just like, screw it. I'm going for a ride. Woo, woo, woo. And, well, she did. Don't know if she did donuts in the parking lot or not. She'd probably, damn, that's what I should have done. Fuck. Well, that's too bad. Can I get a do-over? And they're like, no. Ah, man. And that's when she started insulting their peepees. No, there's been no reporting of that. I'm not going to laugh at a peepee. So there you go. That's her story. Now we move on to our politician here, who did make fun of a peepee. A police officer's peepee. I don't know. Do they consider that like some sort of assault or what have you? A suspect mocked my PP. And she did what? And, you know, and then that's, well, the gavel comes down on you, you bitch. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know. Yeah, good enough. Do that. Maybe here. Maybe one there. Yeah, good enough. All right. There, her jacket and shirt are done. Now we have to deal with her skin. Yes, girl, you are amazing. Really? Thank you. I work so hard. Yes, I do. Yeah. I'm so about self-care. It's so important. Because the truth be told, I'm the only one who really cares about me. The rest of the world can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. There's really no indication that. Keep in mind, she was somewhat tipsy and bitchy, you know. Acted like she's the wounded party here when you're just damn lucky you didn't run someone over. But let's say she did. Do you think she'd still have an attitude? You know, think of the officer on the scene, and there's someone dead in the car she ran into, and he says, "All right, you're under arrest, driving while intoxicated, and vehicular homicide." And he says, "Really? Really? Is your pee-pee that small? Really?" Yeah. Yeah. Probably so. Yeah. But fortunately, that scenario did not play out. No, it did not. only because the officers took her off the road. I wonder if she was one of the, defund the police types, They need to be defunded. It's not my fault your pee-pee small. Boom. Burn. Got you. Something like that, Well, that's incredible discourse. What a stunning and brave new movement upon the intelligentsia. Yes. I don't know. She's just some, tax assessor or some crap. But she probably had ambitions for something else. And don't count her out just yet. I wouldn't. What do you mean? She's busted, drunk driving, and all that. Yeah. Whoops. Huh. Kind of has an interesting color on top of the other. All right. Now for this one. To color the curly Q. See, you noticed. I sure did. I noticed the little curly Q that your hair does as it sort of snakes just right near your heart. That's right. There we go. What the hell are these? I guess. Do that. Guess put that there. Here. Well, I had never seen that. I don't think I did. The confrontation between Brennan and Dave Landau and Jim and Sam. Doesn't surprise me, but yeah, I just don't recall that. Whoops. Okay, well, let's do this. There we go. All right. But, well, you really learn a lot, don't you? Yeah. But, you go in there and you're all upset and insulting and everything. And then suddenly it turns on you and you're like, yeah. Pretty much the story. There's the story. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I didn't really capture her essence either. Damn it. I mean, I think it's an okay picture. But, well, maybe that's, that I'm better than you look type thing. As long as that's there. We'll put a little shine on her, whatever the hell that is. Oh, yeah. Huh. Green. All right. Oops. Mm, something like that, I guess. I don't know. Whatevs. Whatevs. Whoop. Whoop. Well, all right. We'll put that. Oops, 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 upside the head. I say oops upside the head. There you go. Wow, wow. Oh yes, oh yes. All right, we don't need you no more. Let's see. Oh man, I know what I can do. I should have been doing all along. Well, sometimes it doesn't work out quite right, but holy crap, that one did. All right. There we go. Good enough, huh? Yeah, I think. Gonna fix that. This, this, this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check, make sure I'm on screen. Thank God. Boy, I almost did that again. Oh, another thing. Is the mic on? It's on. Okay. Yeah. We just about to end it. Oh, it's going to happen again. You know that, don't you? I mean, oh, I know what I did forget. I'm supposed to be, yeah, that thing there. One day. Here we go. There we go. Yay. I don't know. Maybe it was her birthday and she wanted to celebrate because at the same time, she's like in absolute mortal terror because she's closer to the cold grip of death. Could be. And to find out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take out all that white. Oh, yes. And take out all the white. Yes. Yes, it's going now. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. Got a little bit of that out. I guess that could be considered like the little glow. Yeah. She had a halo of gold. Na 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 na. Yeah, I can't remember all the other words. Oh, that'll go all the way up in and take all the hair out. So we'll leave it like that. That's good enough. Oh, it's a little off kilter there. That's weird. What? Oh, I cut that out. There. There we go. All right, ladies, you're both drunks. How do you plead? I'm guilty and proud of it. And the other one's like, really? Really? Is your pee-pee that small? Really? Really? Blondie, you're free to go. Really? Well, yes, get. You bitch are going to serve both your sentence and hers. Really? Really? Yeah, really. There we go. Anyway, how about that, huh? How about that? We don't need to see her. Oh, damn, I forgot. Oh, jeez. I forgot the romance. Man. Oh, what a cold-hearted bastard I've become. Why? I used to be so nice. All right. I apologize, ladies. For some reason, I forgot all about you. But, then I stumbled upon you again. And so all is well. I'm saying it is. And I'm the one doing the art, so I get to say that. There we go. You can't hide your sunken eyes. Okay. Here we go. I just wanted them kids to do some work around the house. Sitting around on their phone, playing video games. That's bullshit. Probably something like that, And I guess they just never accepted mommy's new friend. No. Is there hope for this alternative family? Can they come together after this tragic set of circumstances? Only time will tell the tale, as it always does. But none of us are going to revisit this. I mean, maybe, I don't know. There's some other little odd tidbit. But there we go. Oh boy. And I guess we'll put some of that in the eyebrows. Good enough. And then we'll do your lips. All right, sugar. Pucker up. Now whoops. We're seeing her soul. Ew, wow, really bloodshot there. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, so it's not connected, I suppose. Yep. All right. Put that there. Put that there. And then something like that. There you go. Your lips are done. Whoops. Damn it. Oh no, or so. How did it? I guess it's, geez. Maybe here. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. I think. Eh. Oh. Yeah. Well, what do you know? How about that? See? Of course, I Knew it would all work out. Because I'm a pro. No. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gotta get her shoulder in there. What am I? Back on the other stupid. Oops. Damn. Jeez. Well, it needs to be darker anyway. Well, should have been darker than that, but. Okay. Now we do her eyes. Wait. I don't like this. Let's just give her her own layer. I know they share everything. Maybe not anymore. So I guess that makes this appropriate. But there we go. That's pretty wide open. Okay. Behind dead eyes, no one knows what it's like. To be a bad mother. The sad mother. Behind dead eyes. Oh yeah, what's her hair's all fucked up. Jeez. Oops. Ah, damn it. I gotta go oops upside your head, so just grit your teeth and bear it. Oops. Up. Side. The head. Then it's, I don't know, something else. No. I guess we'll do it like that. I don't know. Oops, oops, oops. And we'll give you your tiara, your crown of shit. Plop, plop, plop on the top of your head. Plop, plop, plop on the top of your head. Do 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 do. Okay, so as for eye color, hell, I don't know. We'll just say brown. Oh, almost a blue there. Huh, that's funny. Singing the Behind Blue Eyes tune. The hair. The hair? Yes.
Yeah. Where did I go wrong? Why me? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well. Oh, that's kind of off kilter too, isn't it? Weird. Maybe that's just how I roll. All this time, and I didn't know. Well, hey, do you remember all those times you were watching Orange is the New Black, flicking the bean? Little did you know, you'd act it out. Huh? Well, maybe you kind of knew. How about that? Huh? Isn't that special? Yeah, it kind of is. So I don't know, apartment building or trailer park. Those are the options. Now back at the old trailer park. Well, the hand's going numb, and that's about the best I can do. I mean, look, they're criminals. Come on. Oh, well, all suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Except for Susan. She's guilty as sin. She's already been found guilty, so fuck her. Don't fuck her. Just forget all about her. Move on. You made a mistake. Ignore her. She gets no character witnesses whatsoever. Touch up Fatty's hair here. There you go. Look at you, girl. All right. That's it for the mugs. What's this? Oh, yeah. There she is. The face of death. And then the two lovebirds. And the wine moms. All right. There we go. What a complete little tour of, well, you know, Nelson art and all that stuff. Anyway, let me catch up on these. Oh, no, that's way back. Yeah. Okay, we'll just start here. A. Thompson, I know the one paying for blowjobs would be perfect for Dixon. Oh, you mean she'd pay him for the... Yeah, I don't know. Dominic, Doug, if they get out of line, just draw a black eye on yourself and claim they hit you and get them locked back up again. The lesbians? I mean, because they already have priors, you know. A. Thompson, the ultimate super chatter for Dixon, shows up and pays him to suck it. Pays Pat to suck it? Yeah, I don't think he'll go for that. A. Thompson, Doug, are you willing to draw a cool logo for pay? Well, I've done. Oh, damn, that reminds me. I got work to do. It's a matter of time and whatnot, but yeah, I can do it. Dominic and Pat could still practice his piano while she's giving Pat the old sword polishing. Yeah, but yeah,
do you want that thing in the house? Because once she knows your address, and it's, once you feed them, you're kind of stuck. Dominic A. Thompson wants you to pay him, Doug. Pay A. Thompson to, oh, God. Yeah, then no. A. Thompson. I paid Pat 5 times for one song. Then he got kicked off YouTube, so it was your fault, and turned into a bitch. Yeah, no. Dominic, are we inside RFK's brain? Are we? Dominic, don't point at that thing's pee-pee if you know what's best for you. A. Thompson, then Pat wants to throw hissy fits like a little kid. I'm not paying Dixon a dime, and he can go fuck off in Rumble Land. That's great, A. Thompson. Dominic, RFK pointed at the Mongolian death PP, and the thing tried to eat his skull. A. Thompson, if he don't like the dental currency I send, tell the U.S. government to stop deploying me abroad. A. Thompson, seems like every other day Dixon picks a fan to bash on. Soon his show will be like a Zoom call. Will Dixon task Doug and Felicia watching? Yeah, any day now. A. Thompson, LOL, yeah, tell him hold his breath for that super tip. Yeah, I'm not going to bother, A. Thompson. Ezra Goldstein, the orange lady. Yeah, the one in pink there. Scott, of course, there was some orange on Susan there. I mean, it's a mug shot, so it might not be entirely accurate, of course, but it did look odd. Dominic, I spent 4 hours in holding for smoking weed in public when I was 18. Didn't get letters from women, but I did get a shit ton of MS-13 tattoos during that time. Nodak 123, color slower, Doug. I don't want to go outside and shovel the sidewalk. Stupid snow. Oh boy, that's too bad. Yeah. Snowing already. Oh, I don't, well, huh. Yeah, well, it's November. Yeah. Nodak 123, a Popo's PP. Yes, it was a Popo's PP that she was very interested in. Dominic, never make fun of a PP when there's a badge on it. Well, yeah, it's probably a bad idea, Lord knows I won't bring it up. Wes Cagle, of a lovely lady who was bring up 3 very lovely girls. Oh yeah, the Brady Bunch thing. Yeah. Here's the story of a lovely lady who married a gay man. Wes Cagle, she has that sparkle in her eye. I guess she's human. Oh shit. I put it in the pub. Did I put sparkle in Susan's? Don't be fooled by that. There's no soul in there. Wes Cagle's still off kilter, a little more down the left side. Yeah. I don't know. I'll end up separating them. Boy, it's like it's 5. I'm not putting Susan Smith on the thumbnail, so the other 4 can be on the next one, depending on what I draw. I guess tomorrow night. I'm not sure. I might be too exhausted. Wes Cagle, coloring her skin orange. Is that supposed to be trans Trump? Good God, no. Trump doesn't deserve that type of treatment. Wes Cagle, I ain't straight out of Compton. I'm straight out of the trailer park. Yeah. That could happen. Yeah. West Cagle. Yeah, you got a PCB thumbnail to get to. It is Wednesday. Yeah, but it depends on if I get the update from Doomcock in time when he says, "Hey, we're probably going to be talking about this or that." Then I can quickly throw one together and send it to him. But if I don't get the message before I pass out, then it doesn't happen. So. I mean, I guess I could guess and think, oh, well, now there's that video game that went woke and everybody's trashing it. I know very little about it. I still haven't seen the Dune show that just came out. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of what to do on that one. Anyway, Ezra Goldstein, Doug, is Pop Culture Breakdown is on for tonight. Yes, as far as I know, that's the plan. So I would expect it. Yes. All right, there we go. Oh boy, over 2 hours dedicated to these criminal ladies. Well, 4 of them anyway, and one soulless demon. And that's enough time spent on that. Yes, I would think so. So thank you for watching and hanging out and chatting with me. And we'll do it again sometime soon. Preferably tomorrow night, but I just don't know because sometimes, I do get exhausted. This is true. I do. All right. Have a good one, everybody.